All right, y'all. I'm with
David.
David and man. Tell everybody, how did y'all end up meeting me?
Man, it was crazy. I don't know. My car had been more than 24 hours.
Just stuck, stranded, right? Yeah. And what is the odds? They ended up being right in front of my house, guys. 2018 Ford Escape. These people stranded here, and it was a Ford Escape. You know, I sell a lot of these Ford Escape and Focuses. I've done hundreds. I've done hundreds of these vehicles and sold probably maybe 500 Escapes. Focuses. Anyway, the problem is I got her key in. I put the key to in, and as you can see here on the status, I got it on key in, right? Which is normal. I'm gonna put it to on. Actually, it's not all the way on, but it's the next position. But this should be on. There it is. It's on. Look at that. Key, ignition key status, crank. You see that? Something is wrong. It's in the crank. And look at that. Ignition key in and out, key out. See that? Now if I try to crank it, even sometimes the gas gauge will not be on. It'll be off. That probably has to do with the status. Now I got in a crank. Looks like a normal crank. And look at that. Key out. Ignition key status, key out. You see that? In crank position. I'm going to release it. And look at that. It went to crank status. And so there's something wrong. First thing I'm going to target. I actually thought it might have been in key because it was very strange what it was doing until I went to look at this live data. I made another blade and tried to add a key, but it was very strange and it was having problems getting into security mode. And this is probably all due to the improper status that it's seeing here, right? So what I'm going to do is actually disassemble here, and I've got one of my other Ford Focuses. I'm going to pull out the ignition switch, connect it up, and see if the behavior changes. Okay guys, here's the main error message, the B10D7, and that is pretty much can be a problem with the transceiver, the reader for the key, or the connections to it, powers and grounds to it can cause this error message. And maybe in some loose cases, it can actually be the key. Just a little heads up, I quickly went to troubleshoot, powers and grounds or fuses and things, and everything looks good for that circuit. I didn't actually physically go to the transceiver or anything at this point, but I went over the fuse box under the hood and inside the hood, and everything looked to be in order. So all of this looks original here. See that? It looked good under the ignition switch, so I decided to come to the BCM. Check this 5-amp fuse. It's for the transceiver, the reader for the key. So if that's blown, it can cause this issue too as well. I checked it before and also checked a couple of powers and grounds and things in the fuse box under the hood. Everything was good, which kind of made me start to suspect it could have been the actual key that was bad. Just went like this. Look at that. This might have something to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and seat this in properly and see if the behavior changes. In fact, look at the sides of this thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it's bulged. It's like in a bad position. Somebody put it in there incorrectly. And that was it, man. Another fix, man. Bad BCM connection had them stranded. Looked like a bad key. It gave an error in the BCM. I'm going to post the error up in the BCM if you haven't seen it already. But that's another fix, man. These people are very lucky, man. Let me tell you something. What's the odds of you having a crazy problem like this and stranded in front of my house, man? What's the odds? I got them started right now. And you know what? Sometimes things happen for a reason. It's odd because she had a problem with her AC2. Somebody tried to work on it. If you can see right here, and look at the buttons and all of that. And she said she couldn't get anybody to fix the blower motor. Something else is wrong with it. But we're going to help her out. You know what we do on this channel, man. We all about making things happen. It's only solutions on this channel, nothing else, man. But anyway, peace out. Tell you, if y'all want to tell them something.
Look, y'all, keep faith in God because things happen for a reason.
Right. All right then, y'all. Y'all already know. If y'all didn't know this, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. See y'all on the next one, man.